Galera, Grand Finals, América do Sul, Kant e Power versus Saki e Reaper. Lembrando que o Saki e o Reaper eles estão na Winners e Power e Kant na bracket eliminatória, tá? Ou seja, Power e Kant precisam ganhar 2 sets seguidos pra vencer esse campeonato, tá? Lembrando que se você é criador de conteúdo de Brawlhalla, eu criei uma org pra juntar os criadores e a gente crescer todo mundo junto, beleza? Então se você é criador de conteúdo de Brawlhalla aqui do Brasil, se inscreve lá no nosso servidor do Discord, beleza? Pra estar entrando e participando todo mundo junto. E se você quiser receber aula também, dou aula, é só se tornar membro do nível aluno do Links lá no canal principal. É isso, tudo no comentário fixado. Uma coisa, novamente, Kaia e Teros, né, mano?
Combo game has been so difficult to interrupt every single time. Sax first stock finally goes down. Power, I love that coverage. Really beautifully done with the Ensig to be able to take it off the top.
I like that interruption from Power there, seeing that Sack had an opportunity to get some big damage on his teammate, but he then takes quite a big of a juggle there as we see the recovery as well. The side air into the Ensig, but Kant is able to interrupt it. A Power down air attempt there gets reversaled in a big way by that side air, and we see the recovery on his own teammate. The weapon toss to interrupt him, trying to save his teammate with that hit, and the blue team now with a 2v1 combo, unarmed and battle boots. They don't get much, but they get something.
But again, they're just so ready to follow up with one another. No matter the position, no matter the weapon, they're just always active and always present. The blue team's combo game, the synergy, the red team has to find a way to be able to split them up. Because look what happens if they don't. The N-Sig was able to connect. That was so much damage. The D-Sig is going to be able to do it off the top. Nicely done.
Shaq picks up gauntlets. Once again, the downlight comes out, but immediately interrupted. The spear players on both of these teams getting so much mileage off of just interrupting these team combos, but that won't be interrupted as Power gets hit far away. His teammate gets hit by a recovery, and Power in a 2v1 somehow holds onto his stock in a very, very important timing to do so. If you lose that stock there, it could be so bad for your teammate. Down there, nothing much more than that. Just getting this damage built up on the gauntlets. The red team looking to close out these KOs off the top, but they can't find anything meaningful right now as the double downlight into the sider comes out.
Oh, and Saki does end up eating the ground pound, but Reaper has ended up dealing so much damage to Kant. But just like that, wait a second, this is a 2v1. This is not impossible for the red team, but it does still feel like Reaper has the advantage. He has the spear, he needs that D-Light seal, he needs that D-Light recovery. He's not gonna be—
Oh, what are we
doing?
He tries to get the seal. I like the idea. He tried to switch it up, he tried to pull out the reversal, but then Power spacing out a seal of his own. This can't go either way. Does the red team, do they have the combos to match the blue team? We haven't seen it yet, PJ.
And we'll have to see. I mean, this team comp, okay, that I was going to say, like, they have, like, ladder combos where they're able to get recoveries into nairs, hammer recovery into bow nair, but they don't see it there. Reaper now, okay, goes for a big haymaker. That was very tragic, avoiding the ground pound there barely, and avoids another ground pound. Power's going super deep. Why did we try to flip it? What's the point? The downer comes out. He avoids the second pogo, though, as Reaper makes it back. Somehow can't. Going for the high nair there. Reaper just needs one hit. He needs to find a way to get a KO and force a 1v1.
Oh, the sider is able to come out. Reaper, he's just poised to hold onto the stage here. Power goes in for the recovery. Reaper, this is it. This is the 1v1. You don't have a weapon. You—
Nossa!
He drops down like Sider!
Nossa!
What are we doing? The weapon toss comes out. Reaper with an opportunity. Goes for the end light there.
Yeah, you gotta clutch. You gotta make it up, man.
Another sider whiff.
You can't go
A
out
side
like
light.
this.
He waits for the dodge. He doesn't get the recovery though. Reaper with one hit away knows he needs an end light. Cat throws the weapon away. Why are we throwing the weapon away? They both do. It's unarmed. And Reaper picks up a sphere. He knows one hit is all it takes. The weapon toss comes out.
He's gonna go for the jump call out.
Another weapon.
How
Oh
did
my
he pick up
goodness.
the gauntlets before him? He wants the recovery. He wants a D-Light.
Oh,
He's
the
going to
weapon
continue
toss hits.
to deny him of a weapon. He's spacing out the siders. He's backing up. He is
Oh,
continuing to weapon stun. Then he gets the call out. He gets the recovery. He makes the comeback.
Caramba.
1v2. That's fine. You know, sometimes.
Doideira, doideira. Tá bom, vamos continuar.
Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna go into the next game. Saki Reaper, what have they established? Their incredible combo game, their incredible evasiveness. The red team, they've got some really powerful hits, but how do you collect yourself after that?
I am 100% not sure exactly what you're supposed to do there, but the blue team will be happy to take that game lead. I'm not sure if I'm ready for this next game, but somehow the players are just ready to get right back to the game. The recovery comes out. The nair from Kant. Kant is looking to redeem himself with this hammer, and he gets a GC side stick there. Kant is demon time. He's mad. He's not happy.
He's mad. I mean, listen, man, I'd be mad too. So Can't, he's fighting with the chip on his shoulder. He's trying to make it back on. Sack, one ground pound, two. The weapon toss down here. GC side leg kicking him away, saying, get off my stage. The blue team, look at the lead that they have built up again.
I mean, that's like such a big, like, because Cat and Power, they come out of the gate swinging. They're like, you know what, we're going to just shake that one off. But then the blue team gets such a big, like, opening there. We find the double KO going over to Sack. And now we go for the Hail Marys here. That side are very well placed. I will give credit where credit is due. Cat having to go underneath to save the downside connects as well. The red team even up the spot count. Oh my goodness.
Okay, can they get this combo? But oh no, the D-Light that was on your own teammate. Again, the red team, the synchronized neutral is coming out at the same time. The red team is falling behind in the lack of team combos. The fact that the blue team, they're able to get so much more. They're getting so many more interruptions. They're able to get lethal combos, the side to side, and they get it consistently. Red team has to match it.
Nice weapon toss there from Reaper to give his teammates some time to land. I really love that attention to detail. The side light into the ground bound comes in, but both of the red team members make it back with a great recovery, hitting his own teammate, getting a chase dodge up. Very crafty. The Nair comes out.
The neutral is putting him back off stage. Reaper going out there to be able to close it, and just like that, Can't, he has them stacked. Is he going to be able to get the edge guard? The ground pound, it didn't end up connecting. Or he did it, and then Reaper ended up saving his teammate with a recovery? Is that what happened? Is that what I saw?
It's crazy. The recovery comes out there. The red team now with an opportunity to even up the spot count, but Reaper is elusive. Can't avoid that side air though. Sack in a 2v1. This is a really scary situation. We go for Nair. It's supposed to be down air there. We can continue the ladder so much more, but they pick up right where they left off on the damage anyway, hitting Sack for so much damage. They'll be isolate some 1v1s now as the red team hold the center stage, but not for long as the blue team come back with a vengeance. Sack is fighting right now on the battle.
Sack is hungry. He wants that combo started. He wants those siders to be able to put him off stage.
Whoa.
Reaper, he's sliding off with the D-Sig. He's able to get the connection. D-Light into the end light doesn't actually end up coming out. Reaper gonna be
what
side the friendly fire.
It's so bad! We get the GC we don't, sorry, not GC, just a breakdance. And some team damage. The red team throw away the stage positioning, but they get back to center stage, avoiding the side air, but cannot avoid that signature, as now Reaper once again in a similar spot, but doesn't have a second stock to work with. The recovery disarms Can't. He tries unable to pick up the weapon.
The D-Light recovery is gonna be able to do it off the top, the same exact
to the next
Bora
game,
lá.
with both of them having a game
Imagino que não vai ter mudança de pique, hein?
advantage here. Of course, the red team will have to reset the bracket, so they win this set. They have to win one more, but you can't be thinking of that now. You got to focus on this game number 3. So we go back to the venue that you kind of choked the game away. We'll see if they can beat their inner demons here in game number 3.
Reaper, he's setting up a crazy edge guard with both members of the red team have put themselves off stage. He wanted to get that slide off D-Sig. He wasn't so lucky this time around. Can't patrolling the ground, probably looking for his combo starter, but he's got to look out for his teammate because Can't was getting comboed off the top. That's it. The double. They keep on finding the side sig into the
We're off the weapon toss into Nair.
And again.
He's so clean. Sack getting so many signatures on the Tesca as a grappler of Brawlhalla with these signatures, and it works out in a big way. We see the hit land onto Sack, though, getting hit with the side air. Comes back with the unarmed recovery. Reaper in a 1v1 gets flipped with the GC downlight into side air. Cat with the awareness, realizing that Reaper would go for the side air, whiff it, and getting the whiff punish, and lands back down, picks up an X, gets the down stick, covers both sides of him. Very, very smart.
Oh my gosh, he gets the recovery just like that. Blue team with a very gentle, with a very subtle lead. Reaper gonna be holding on the stock lead for the blue team. How is he gonna be able to play back? Let's find out.
Rising with these side airs, the blue team now looking for the KO onto Cat, but Cat, even with the sweat beads, using that dodge at the perfect time to avoid getting KO'd, able to scoop Sack up and then get the side air onto Reaper. Reaper trying to flip it onto Cat, though. Can't make it back.
He
gets caught.
so successfully. He flipped it onto him. Power is the one that's in the corner. You saw those sweat beads coming out, but he's not gonna be able to get the D-Sig.
What?
Power optics and play it safe.
Finally, Reaper shutting down, or getting shut down by the Cat Terras and like into sidelight, and Reaper even fighting unarmed there, realizing there's damage to be gotten even without a weapon. The sider does hit Sack though, and Sack has to downer to mix up the recovery. Reaper giving some assistance to his teammate, and it's just enough for Sack to make it back, but without a weapon, he's really leaning back here and allowing Reaper to take space and take point, because you can lose your stock so easily versus this team.
He light sided. Probably just wants to focus on Sack, and he does so successfully. He split up the blue team, and then he was able to go ahead and find that N-Sig. The recovery comes out. He's going to be getting juggled here. He's able to catch the cross up with that side sig. He didn't know if he's going to be in front or behind, but he read him. He did know. He knew in his heart.
Reaper holding on to this stock for dear life, realizing that if you lose your stock, you isolate your teammate into a 2v1, and realizing that gets the side air into the ground pound. Sak able to make it back. The ground pound comes out, closes out the stock onto Reaper. Now the 2v1 ensues as the red team look to find a way to steal this game away. Can you make it happen? No, Sak fights back with the side air, and it's all but too healthy to get anything.
That could have been so big. Sak is off stage. He ate the pogo. Power goes out there for the edge guard. Sak not going to be able to reverse it, but Reaper was busy finding an end sig on Power's teammate. Kant is knocked out of the game. That's going to be the side sig. That's going to be the stock and the game. And just like that, Sak and Reaper coming out on top, becoming ways to split up this blue team. Because
Bora lá, possivelmente a última.
keep on finding.
Possivelmente, né?
Does it. But they keep finding the golden egg. They keep finding red team on top of each other, stacked on top of one another, and then they get these free 2v1 combos. I don't know how they keep finding red team in those positions, and yet they do. Red team, they've got to get further apart from one another and break up the synergy of the blue team.
And the blue team, they seem to be very good at covering this vertical space, but yeah, as you said, Kant gets a downlight reversal there. It gets scary, but a great interruption. They're trying to go for a recovery on his teammate. Says, none of that. I'm going to go for the signature to interrupt you for it. And that's a very easy KO conversion. And a cider as well, because we see Reaper punishing Kant, trying to interrupt the signature. Absolutely insane play from Reaper. Great awareness to get even more out of an already winning position.
That's called, hey, you think you're going to interrupt me? I'm going to interrupt you instead. It just counter hits on top of counter hits. Sak tried to save his teammate. Is he going to end up losing a stock for it? Yes, he will. And ends up happening sometimes. It's really unfortunate. Sometimes you have to let your teammate go. You have to pull the plug. You don't want to get shocked with him.
Absolutely. The side air into the other direction. Kant is able to interrupt it, but then gets caught in Sak's side air. The second one nonetheless. You see them find a lot of advantage state right now around this moving platform. They realize the side light. They realize that their condition of controlling that horizontal space is working out really well.
Okay, Power. Oh my gosh, he's backing up a little bit. He's able to make it back on. Kant just playing as patient as he can without a weapon. Sak not able to get the side. The Ensig is not able to come out. Kant is using that as an opening to be able to get back on, but he is deep into the red. He is yet to pick up a weapon in what feels like so long.
Yeah, this is looking tougher and tougher as the red team both now potentially losing their stock. Great pickup with Reaper using that soft platform to set up perfectly, and a signature sending downwards. Can you close out the edge guard? Yes, you can, because Power forces himself off stage, tries to flip the situation, avoiding that GC downlight. Very crucial, because that's a way to set up a 0 to KO, so we avoid it. But the red team leading out here in a very big way. We need to see them seize some control. We need to see them even up the stock counts, and they will do just that.
Good coverage with that dash and D-Sig. One of the best ways to be able to close out that stock. Reaper, he gets the neutral. He's looking for the sider. He goes for the recovery before Power could find a pogo. That was critical. You already know Spear's ability to steal stocks off stage. You know that Power wanted it, and yet he didn't pull the trigger.
Side light there, Kant looking to hold on to the wall there for dear life. As you know, you're on your last stock, and basically the entire tournament relies on it. That's the conversion. One stock away, Power. Can he make this 2v1 happen? Can he clutch it out? Can he force game 5? Can you keep the dream alive? Or Sak and Reaper able to close it out here. They just need that one big team combo, and you know they're ready for it. The Spear, the Battle Boots, they're ready to get it. The side air into the Ensig. Is that enough? Yes, it is.
Caramba, velho. Eu não esperava, pra ser bem sincero, esse resultado final. Muito bom, muito bom. É isso, gente. Se inscreve pra continuar assistindo e acompanhando mais campeonatos, tá bom? Um beijo, se cuida e até mais.